Comes up to Morris. And here's Paul George, who has also been sensational in the restart doors.
He really has. You see how quickly he gets it.
Beverly is back after having to leave the bubble, but he's got a calf strain, so he's not playing. Montrezl Harrell is finally back in the bubble, but not playing tonight. Could play in their final game. Played a second either in the scrimmages or in the seeding games. Millsap shot is short, and here comes Paul George the other way. So it's hard to get really a handle on both of these teams missing such important players. Nice block shot from Michael Porter during this bubble.
And I think it's really almost feels like across the board. Too much fouling across the board. Is you're going to get a timeout here?
Said that he's like a quarterback, and like any quarterback, you got to pressure him.
Yeah.
He kind of hurt you in that quarter. What do you have to do differently?
Well, we got to be more physical with him, all right? And we got to get into him. I thought he was
2 points for Bol and the Nuggets.
But they've got some exciting young talent on their roster.
But their core, that's the beauty of it. They've been together now for several years. They're young. They've got some playoff experience from last year. Nice crossover, and Paul George hits the side of the rim. Their defense much improved. Plumlee a bad pass. Paul George looking to push. But their defense has been poor here in the bubble. And a foul call played well as Dozier to Bol. Bol fakes. Boy, just that's some great defense from Paul George. Then pushes it ahead to JaMychal Green. Back to George. Bad pass by George, though. Look at Bol handle a ball down the lane and throw it down. How about that for the big man? A little coach. And the Nuggets considered a Nuggets home game. Reggie Jackson ball fake to get rid of the defender.
Now he handles your center, gets switched off onto the point guard, and actually does a really good job.
George well defended by Grant. He has shown he's got a beautiful stroke from downtown, and he's already made an impact in this game. Paul George answers with a three-point.
Fourth on social media. He said, "I'm not above failure."
He is one of the special young men in
championship aspirations. There was nobody here who could get more out of this experience. I'd say mission accomplished.
Well, mission accomplished there is in and out. Denver still by 3, under 2 to play second quarter. Paul George misfires. First half played solidly, 9 points. Leonard kicks it back out. Jackson the extra pass. Paul George didn't shoot well in the first half. He's now 3 for 13 overall. And just 1 of 6 from 3. He had been shooting fabulously. And a foul. Millsap. These guys are dads and husbands. And that's not an easy thing, no matter how much money you get paid.
Come on now. Mike Malone new to the day.
Murray finds his spot. Craig the rebound. Back up. Banker won't go.
It's been the difference in the ball game to this point. It's Denver's ability to generate second chance points to a greater degree than the Clippers.
Paul George draws the foul. Porter went for the initial.
Some hard decisions if everybody's healthy for Mike Malone that are coming in the playoffs.
Ball poked away. Good hands for Paul George. Frequently amongst the NBA steal leaders. Denver's lead cut to 2. Murray bodies up.
Boy,
Leonard thought he got fouled.
So did I, Mike.
Points for Kawhi Leonard to lead all scores. Paul George gets another good look. That one goes down. Just his second three-point. He must. They just. If you're his teammate, you must just love playing with him. Paul George now. That's back-to-back 3.
At that size.
All tied up as we approach 2 minutes left here in the third. Paul George over Plumlee nails the 3. George and Grant. Little push off there for Paul George. 8 to shoot. Boy, that's just great hands from Paul George. George finds Lou Williams. Williams for 3. Lou Williams lighting.
They're in the mid-20s. I think I ran the cold that whole quarter. So we're going to be smart about this. As much as we want to win games, I also want to be healthy.
Expectation. If Jeremy Grant can consistently get to this level, that would also change the calculus.
No doubt as George throws that one down, back to a 1-point game. Plumlee puts it on the floor. Porter on the pull-up. Porter 4 for 9, 11 points. George feed deflected by Porter. That's what the Nuggets love to see, is his focus defensively. Can he become a good, solid defensive player? Mike Malone says he's improving as he comes up short there. The clock was winding down. Marcus Morris for 3. That's his first
game. The way he was percolating, he thought he might get north of 30.
Paul George finds room and the foul.
Stronger than you tee off against one another.
That will be a heck of a series. By the way, congratulations to Nate McMillan.
Yes.
Got a 1-year contract extension as Paul George knocks down